from the gun. He leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Bulls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the USF Bulls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And, Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, Dave.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That defensive front was a stone wall on second down. Now it's third and goal from the 1. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive in the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on third down. Didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. Wants to throw. It's Barco. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. All right, guys, big picture here. Let's talk some USF. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in...
Fires into traffic. It's picked up. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Bean. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wideouts either side. Back to pass. It's Barco. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's talk for a second here about USF. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really feel like they were able to reload the...
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket.
Oh, he's got some space. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And that adds to a successful day. 100 yards rushing on the day. That's what you strive for. Usually when you hit that 100-yard mark, a lot of times you're saying my offense is going to win, my team is going to win. He's at the 100-yard mark, so that's a good thing for the offense.
And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. End off from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls! The Bulls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Barco. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Going to swing it on second down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. Going right to work up top. Throwing right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Zings it complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, USF! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This time it's complete, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both.
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, South Florida! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
It's hard for a
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great ready mode.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And I think it's go time now at this point in the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down.
Sneak gets it done.
Really nice touchdown.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incomplete.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the... Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Bean. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to...
He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime! Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.